have.
Dragon Lord's here again.
And we both are going to be talking about Legends of Arceus, which is about...
It's coming out, next week?
Yeah. And...
Looks pretty decent, I would say.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. It's a totally different concept that we've had since maybe, I don't know, a very long time.
I don't think we've ever had a game that's open world, like, well, besides Sword and Shield, but not that open.
Yeah, it's very different looking, for sure. And the only open world part of that, I think, is you're talking about the wild area. Whatever, open world slang. Alright. So, we saw that Oshawott, Cyndaquil, and Rowlet are going to be three of the starters. And then they're going to do this new Pokemon Cleaver or whatever, which is like a, what is it, like a counterpart to Scizor or something like that, maybe?
Hisuian.
Yeah. And then it looks like...
Well, it's actually a Noble, one of the boss.
Yeah, and then it looks like, what were the other ones they announced so far?
Weirdeer, Bascu Legion, which looks amazing. Braviary. Voltorb. Zoroark, Zorua.
You're right. I think those are the only ones that come to mind so far. And then we haven't looked into today's alleged news or whatever, but everyone's talking about. I don't really know if I want to really look into it yet. Just play the game surprised or
whatever. That's with me and him. I mean, yeah, we generally, if this is like the main game that's coming out, then we generally wait and see until we get our hands on it, and then like we can actually see for ourselves, like, okay, this was actually...
We didn't find out a lot until we actually played on the older games, some of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to avoid a lot of it. Some of it we did actually figure out for ourselves, but yeah, we think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what's going to happen with it, and hopefully we'll have some content on it, whether it's just us talking about it or whatever we get into.
Yeah, we might get... myself, I might put a video or two up there of if there's cutscenes of the Noble Pokemon intros.
You always do your cutscenes, so yeah.
And what else is there? Well, I guess now, they did say this in the 25th anniversary. They're saying something about crafting Pokeballs, which that's kind of interesting. Because they were talking about,
yeah, it's totally different. It's a totally different
situation.
Like,
this ain't like you go into a Pokemart or a Pokemon Center.
And gyms and all that.
Yeah, this is actually...
It's a really unique idea.
Competitive, I should say.
It's going to be something to look out for, I would say.
Maybe you probably look up some stuff if you got stuck on something. Because it don't look like it's just, you're going to be able to walk right through it.
Okay. You like looking at me for some reason. Okay. I mean, that's all we really were going to say about the Arceus thing. I figured while we were here, we'd give some opinions on Brilliant and Shining, since it's been out about 2 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 months. I'll let you go ahead and start.
My review on Brilliant and Shining Pearl. Well, I would probably say that the battle timer, I'm kind of not understanding that.
What specifically?
When you battle with your friends, you're actually timed, and I mean...
I don't think that's a big thing.
For me, I don't like being timed.
I think that was on Omega and X and Y and all that. And I think the timer is like an hour.
It was longer than that. It was like 33 minutes or something like that.
I mean, it's shorter than that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be in a battle for even half hour.
No.
It's very unlikely, so I don't...
Unless if it's...
It's for like the competitive battle
and
stuff, so someone can't sit there the whole time. People that are real serious about it or whatever.
Then, I liked the background of Dialga. That was pretty neat. Kind of reminded me of, I think it was in Mystery Dungeon. They had the same background for Primal Dialga.
What do you mean background?
Like, you know how its background was like that spiral circle?
Are you talking about the scene, or what are you talking
Yeah, the
about?
cutscene.
Okay, that's what we gotta specify that, yeah. I reckon that it was pretty cool.
I haven't seen well, he's probably seen it. I don't know if he has or not, but I haven't seen Palkia's cutscene. I'm sure it's the same.
I haven't caught it.
But
which that might be another thing we start to do is start on Pearls, because you already have a badge on there, and then I have like 7 other save files, so I gotta look through them all and see and whatnot.
And I should probably say the Elite Four. It
was surprisingly challenging for my first time.
For all,
and I knew what to really expect, so I'm surprised.
Like, if you like get the game at first and like think like, oh, I'm gonna smoke right through this Elite Four. Nah, this Elite Four is like a different Elite Four than what it used to be back in the.
They hit so much harder. I don't know if it's just their Pokemon, or they gave them really good moves, or I don't know. Maybe my team wasn't really the best prepared or whatever, which I don't really try to make like a real like competitive type like real good. I just kind of play with whatever I want, and I try to do like no 2 of the same type deal.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of weaknesses.
Cynthia is probably the most challenging.
And you had a problem with the Lucario.
Yes,
with the
nasty plot, and then it just one-shot my entire team.
Right. That only happened a few times, though, right? And then once you
figured out Swords Dance and then nasty plot, and then that's
which is foolish. But
yeah. He was still pumped as.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there was quite a few legendaries on it. The underground was a cool feature.
Yeah,
all the Pokemon's a good feature.
The statues were
we haven't like fully gotten into all that
yet. The statues I think are just for decoration, just like decorate your underground base or whatever.
Right, and we're working on the shiny charms now, which I think we each have over 400. Out of like 480 something, so we're close.
Yeah, we're
gonna be very close after Pearl's done.
Yeah.
Because we need Palkia and we need different things like that. We have the actual first dex done. That was pretty simple. The Sinnoh dex.
Oh.
Yeah, that wasn't hard at all. All you had to do is see them.
Yeah, and that's better than because in the old one you gotta catch them all.
Right.
Because I would probably say, like, in the underground, if you guys didn't know, you can get egg moves.
Right.
Egg moves, certain abilities down there, like.
And I need to personally catch up on a lot of different things on there with videos and kind of look and see if any of these videos I'm seeing have credibility about how you can teach a lot of Pokemon moves that they can't normally learn. And how you do that and all that, but it's kind of hard to learn when, like, I know, for example, like, you'll be looking for something and then clickbait, and then, there's nothing there, which we covered that topic, but...
Like,
so
Darkrai
we're working on it,
Shaman.
yeah. We were supposed to... Someone put up somewhere about a Shaman and a Darkrai, and it looked like he was in the Distortion world at one point, so I don't know how they did that. I don't know if that's going to be a future event, maybe. I kind of doubt it, especially the Distortion world. I don't really know how they do that, because that's pretty weird.
That's basically Giratina.
Right. They were, like,
clickbait
upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure.
And then you got Deoxys, which...
Deoxys would be not... That was a real weird one, because it wasn't in the game.
Yeah. It said it's like it was an event back in the old game, but
right.
You can get it in like the Turnback Cave where you got Giratina.
because you couldn't. The first time you could ever get Deoxys was Omega and Alpha, which was a big surprise
Right.
at the time. But yeah, there's like Heatran, there's Giratina, there's the mascots, there's the birds or the dogs, there's Latios, Latios, Lugia, Ho-Oh.
Regigigas.
Yep, the Reggies. There's a good one.
Heatran.
And there's the Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre. Yeah, we covered quite a few of them. So there's all those. There's the Spirit Tomb that you have to actually go and really try to get.
Which
you got.
I spent
days
trying to get. I wrote. If you guys got a notepad, and
yeah, definitely keep track of the trainers.
Yeah, because you can't.
There
used to be a glitch back in the old game where you can go back and forth, enter a room, and then come back. Like, get out of the cave, come back, and talk to him as many times as you want to. And this one, you can't. And that's how they really got Spiritomb that quick. And so then...
I never caught Spiritomb in their games. First time I ever caught Spiritomb was also Omega Alpha, because it's on the Steve Mauville on there, which it wasn't on. Well, obviously
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
know that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I never caught Spiritomb in Alpha.
Yes, you did, sir.
When?
I'm telling you, you have. It's on the boat, remember?
Oh.
Yeah, and then you like save or whatever, and it's like it pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you most definitely did. You're just forgetting. Let's see. There was that other thing, the new feature. There's like the music thing that I haven't played yet.
Oh, yeah, the old DS music from Diamond and Pearl.
Right. It was kind of like a Guitar Hero type thing. That looked kind of interesting. Or they were just considered the contest, yeah. And then the ball capsules, that was something you know a little bit
Yes, the ball capsules were my thing back in Diamond and Pearl. And instead of you getting them from the trainers, you had to buy them. You had to get berries to trade for them. Yeah. And for me, that's kind of, in my opinion, I think it's dumb. Yeah. Just to like trade berries for stickers.
Well, it's an upgrade now. It's a lot easier because you can get 8 basically per day that we know of with the gym leaders, which is another good feature of the game. Is you can just keep battling the gym leaders daily
and get like level 100s pretty quickly.
You can level your Pokemon up. You can work on your
Go
Pokedex.
to Elite 4.
Which we still haven't found how to get to
88.
Level 88 Garchomp, so that's gonna be.
We yet to have like confirmed that because everybody says.
I saw a video of it.
I did too.
I don't know what's going on there.
Because we would have both seen it. Because I've went in there probably 3 times, maybe 4.
I've been in there twice that I know of.
And no level 88s. And apparently, if you beat the Elite Four 10 times, then you can actually face your guy that worked, not rival, but.
Oh, the third character.
Yeah.
Mayor Lucas, yeah.
You can you can actually battle them, and they're like level 90 something. So that's.
Yeah, and then another thing is we haven't done the battle tower and stuff. That gives you a lot of good items, but you do have to do a lot of work for it.
The ability capsule's like 200 PP, and that's like.
It's been there, which is probably. That's probably a good. If I'm guessing, I'd say maybe about 50 battles. Maybe not. Maybe 40. It's a lot.
Because like.
That's a really good ability.
That thing can like change the ability, and you get a real good ability.
I'm not sure exactly how it works because, frankly, that's a lot. And
for an ability capsule, 200 PP.
And I just catch a bunch of stuff anyway, so I pretty much have a lot of abilities I want.
Now, if you guys are like looking for items during your first playthrough, find a bee barrel that has pickup, and it generally picks up some items, and you'll probably be pick up or have dowsing machine on. The dowsing machine.
I never really used a dowsing machine on that.
Yeah, neither did I, because the dowsing machine was a lot easier back in X and Y.
Yeah. So just on your head.
Yeah, and you just went around and then it shook red. Yeah.
And we are still kind of iffy on the Pokeradar because we don't really have a whole lot of experience on that yet. We only really did that just to get the Ditto.
Yeah.
And we haven't done like the Pokeradar shiny hunting. Another good thing was what was that other feature? Oh, the daily encounters, or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah,
Hordes.
it appears on your
that's kind of cool.
On your screen when you go to your menu. It'll like change like after midnight, whatever time you are.
Just like the old games and on black and white and whatnot, where they'd always tell you every day there was an outbreak or whatever.
In my opinion, like, well, I forgot Manaphy. You can get
the Manaphy, yeah.
The Manaphy event goes till, do you know?
Late February.
Late February. So if you guys have not grabbed that yet,
hopefully you got the code already, or maybe you can find it on a Facebook group or something. I don't know. Some people might still have them.
If it's a mystery gift, so you guys go to Jubilee City after you fight the 2 Team Galactic grunts.
It's after the first gym, is what you're saying.
Yeah. And so then you go into the TV station where that clown was standing at, go up to the 3rd floor, and the guy have a list and say yes Wi-Fi connection to unlock like options.
Everyone happy simple connection or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to that extent.
And
that was the phrase you used to have to actually type in, so people probably didn't know that, but you had to type in that code to unlock certain gifts or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If you guys didn't like roaming Pokemon, we got Mesprit and Cresselia, and they both roam, but there is a cheese to that.
Yeah, there always is.
But I've actually, because I did not know there was a cheese to it.
You found the easier way.
Because apparently, if you go, where the Palkia and Dialga statue were, what town is that?
Eterna?
Yeah. So if you go past that, you walk back and forth from Eterna to Route 114.
Remember we did that on X and Y for the legendary bird.
Yeah.
Because you had to encounter it 10 times before you could have a chance to catch it. Yeah, and it used to take a couple hours to get to that.
But Dragon Lord says use Master Ball on
I'm saying
Cresselia, but I got it both of them with the Ultra
Luckily
Balls.
you got it. It's just I ran into both of them on the same route, like minutes of each other. So I Master Balled the first one, and I Quick Balled the other one, but I didn't catch it. So I have to wait to find it again. Yeah, those are the other things we forgot. Was the Motion Trio and Cresselia are on there.
Darkrai is still yet to be announced.
They give you the Riolu egg, which is a nice.
Oh yeah, that's in Iron
Island.
Iron Island.
They give you Eevee on that game again? I think they do.
That I don't know.
Well, Eevee's obtainable one way or the
Yeah.
other.
Also, this ain't true, but a lot of people are saying that if you give 10 heart scales, like if you have used 10 or more heart scales, then you have like a free reign of moves. You don't even have to use them anymore.
I don't know
Like, that's what I've been hearing. I'm not believing that until I see it.
Another thing about the Great Marsh, they did where...
Decent on it.
Yeah, there's some new things or whatever it looks like. Some rare Pokemon you can catch.
Like,
you gotta...
post-game, you got Kangaskhan, Grubbin, Shroomish.
Not Grubbin. Grubbin's...
Gulpin.
Gulpin,
yeah.
Carnivine.
There's
Kangaskhan, there's Whiscash, Carvana, Sharpedo...
Carnivine,
Wooper, Quagsire, Zoomer,
Gamma, which I'm still yet to find.
Meryl, Krogunk, maybe
Toxicroak, yep.
Yeah, that's a good start though. So there's some good stuff there. Like the starters are on there. The first 12 starters are on there.
By the way, that's a little quote. It is post game, not early game.
Yeah, so you'd have to trade to get those.
Yes, if you want all those, trade with a friend.
That would beat the game, right?
Yes.
Obviously. I'm trying to think what all. They brought back the places where you can evolve Eevee.
Yep.
The leaf area is in the forest, and then Rotom's in there too, which I still think you need to catch that.
Yeah.
And then the Glaceon one is right there in Snow Point City. And then Mount Coronet is basically the same puzzle as it was for Platinum. So it's not real difficult if you know how to do it. When you go down the side and then you go around, and then you're basically right there through that one cable.
Also, Feebas. Me and Dragon Lord have not called him yet, but I guess there's a puzzle where he will appear, in this one puzzle. It's in, Mount Coronet. It's in, like,
Right.
the fogged area.
Right, which hopefully that's actually a good video from one of those YouTubers that
I ran it about. That was...
I think it was Blaine's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching it and it looked legit, so hopefully that works.
Do you want to tell them a quick thing about the rods, where to obtain those?
Okay, so the first rod is in Jubilife City. You're gonna go. There's like a four-way there. There's, if you're at the four-way, you can go straight, which will take you to a cave, which takes you to Floroma Town. Or if you want to say north, that's that area. If you go east, quote unquote, that'll take you to Orberg and all that area. South is where you start the game, and then west, there's a guy there, and he'll give that to you if you talk to him. And then you come back there, and when you surf on that, you get to Canalave City.
Which you fight Wake.
Wake, yeah. No, not Wake. Byron.
Yeah, Byron. Wake's in Pastoria.
I'm trying to think what else is really noteworthy. We've covered quite a bit of stuff, so I'm just thinking. Oh, Veilstone City Market has a lot of good TMs that you can get.
Oh yeah, flamethrower, ice
gym.
beam, psychic.
Yeah. Those are like in-game moves that you're gonna want. A couple things we both used Infernape at one point, and he got the priority. What was that move called?
Power up punch.
No, that's not the priority. Mach punch is a priority.
Oh,
the one that goes first. And power up punch is a nice plus because
it was nasty.
You can just keep stacking those on top of each other and just you knock out the one and then you fight a stronger opponent and then it's easier to even knock them out. And then you don't even have to keep stacking if you don't want to. Then you can get that priority Mach punch early game and your stats went up already. Pretty much if you played the old games, you kind of know what you're doing on there. There is apparently in the Eterna Galactic building or whatever.
Oh.
You can do the Rotom thing.
Actually, guys.
Or is that a lie?
What?
Oh, I thought you were correcting me.
No, I was saying, if you guys don't know where Fly is, I kind of didn't know where it was when I was playing Diamond. That is in Veilstone.
Oh, yeah, Fly is,
It's in that, right after you help Dawn, or whatever character you have.
Dawn or Lucas, yeah.
And then you beat the Grunt, and then you go up into the warehouse, and Fly will be right there.
Yeah, we just have the...
And Defog is in the Great Marsh.
I think you need the key or something. Because if you don't
He drops the key, I believe.
Either way, it's possible to skip over it. So you have to actually go out of your way to get it, or you have to walk a lot.
Because the second gym you fight the grass, and then third is... What is third?
The third gym is fighting Maylene. Veilstone.
Yep.
So then the fourth is Wake, and then fifth you go back to Fantina, sixth you go to Byron, seventh you go to Candace, eighth you go to
after
Volkner.
Seventh is when you go to Mount Coronet, and
yeah, they usually do that around 6 or 7. So
like Alpha Omega.
But yeah, I think that's a pretty decent review. Like
we
were a
both
lot of
liked it and
the
enjoyed it.
the good parts of it for sure. But yeah, I mean, it pretty much lived up to what we expected at the very least.
We hope to see you guys on Legend of Arceus.
Yep.
So,
Thanks for checking out the video, guys.
Yep. That was like 20 minutes.
I know. You can still be catching stuff.